You were supposed to defend me, Daniel, not join them. You know it pays me to do so, but you left me no choice. Back to the basement you go. No light, no food, and this time no water for 3 days because I wanna do some human limit testing. Whoa! Wait, do you hear that? What is that?
Though we are the most powerful fighting force the universe has ever seen, we are not but servants of our managed democracy.
Wait a second, that's not a Helldiver, that's Vauban Prime. Anyway, and today I'm going to show you how to channel your inner Helldiver in Warframe. Let's get to it. First things first, why Vauban Prime? Because tyranny is a cancer and managed democracy is the cure, and new Tenno shall administer the antidote. Just kidding, or not. But his third ability is the Tenno version of an orbital precision strike. Besides this very democratic comparison, he also has a lot of CC.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
Back in the days when raids were a thing, he was a mandatory frame to take as he was able to lock down entire rooms of enemies. Nowadays, we have overguards which f**k him up, but oh well. Fun fact, did you know Vauban was actually called Trollban or Buban? First name because of the trollolol potential with your bounce, and second name because he looks like the underbelly of a Xolos dog. Yes, let those 8 nipples sink deep into your retina. I had to go through the same suffering, you shall too. Also, by using bright energy colors, you are at the risk of actually getting a report because goddamn the lag was real. Ayah! I know that democracy is non-negotiable, but what is this? So if my GPU dies because of this video, I'm going to have to pay for it! Vauban Prime is no exception when it comes to bringing freedom into your mission, so let's break down his abilities. The passive is actually decent. You deal 25% extra damage to enemies that are CC'd. This way the enemy may anticipate but one outcome: total annihilation! First ability deploys a little robotic ball that will attach to the enemies around you and deal electric damage to them. Think of the little drone as a defibrillator for the enemies, except it wasn't tested for safety before. Second ability, Mind Flare. Mind Flare, not Mind Flare. I played way too much Baldur's Gate. Second ability, Mind Flare, will turn you into a juggler. It allows you to cycle through 4 different mines, almost transforming you into Dr. Gadget. First mine is Tether Coil, which will teach the enemies that bondage is not always a bad thing. Wait, what? That will tether down a maximum of 2 enemies, and that number cannot be modified. Second mine is Flushed Herb, which is like the little Gatling sentry from Helldivers, except it will not cause friendly fire. Sad. Unless you count the NPCs who wish they weren't in rage. Goodbye Grenier, hello freedom. Third mine is the Vector Pad, which will give you a little speed boost. Not very democratic, not much wow. Now the fourth mine is Overdrive, and it will increase your power to spread managed democracy through your weapons. Very nice. The third ability is Orbital Precision Strike. I mean, Bottom Strike. This is Warframe, not Helldiver. Drop your bacon onto the floor and the power of liberty will fall from the sky, teaching the enemies the true ways of the sweet sit democracy. I'm investing way too much into this video. Now the fourth ability will erect? Bruh. Now the fourth ability will allow you to either suspend the enemies in by holding the ability, or if you tap the ability, it will suspend them in the air. The number of incapacitated enemies does scale with power strength. Very LIBER-TEA, much democracy. Now, I am not the biggest fan of the first ability, so instead I will show you my personal favorite helmet abilities that we can use in just a second. Now, this is my build for spamming the Proton Strike like there's no tomorrow, because I wanna teach the enemies what it takes to be a true Helldiver, I mean, Tenno. For the aura, I went with Energy Siphon because I wanna have as much energy as possible. For the Exilus Power Drift because I wanna be able to one-shot the enemies. Primed Flow to have a lot of energy available to spam the Proton Strike, Streamline to have some efficiency, Primed Redirection just so I can be a little bit tanky and not die while spreading democracy to the enemies, Rolling Guard so I can get rid myself of any status effects that might stop me from spreading freedom into the galaxy, Trajan Fortitude for even more ability strength, Umbral Intensify for even more Ooga Booga ability strength, Stretch because I want to be able to have just a little bit of range on my CC abilities, and this is it, the Photon Repeater. If you hit at least 5 enemies with your Photon Strike, the next time you cast the ability, it will cost no energy and it will cast twice, if it makes sense. So just by casting this ability twice, it would actually deal damage twice or 3 times. Did I say that right? I don't know. Now, I went with Prime Redirection just because I went with Hildrin's Helmet ability Village, which will replenish your shields, your overshields, and also it will strip the enemies of their armor, so your Photon Strike will deal more damage. Now for the Arcanes, more augmented because I wanna be able to one-shot the enemies, so more ability strength means more democracy spread, and then Arcane Energize, so I don't have any problem with the energy. I know it's a rank 1, but it's still going to help me spread democracy. Now, if you don't want to use Hildrin's ability Pillage, you could also go with Rhino's Roar, because you can never ever go wrong with Roar. It's just a straight up damage increase, so Ooga Booga. Now the second build is focused around CCing the enemies, so a mix of strength, range, and duration. I went with enemy radar just so I can help my teammates see where the non-democratic enemies are, so we can kill them. Again, Power Drift, Ogre Reach for ability range, Stretch for more ability range. Now, if you don't replace his first ability, you could just go with Archon Stretch, and with Archon Stretch you will be able to regain even more energy. Once again, Primed Redirection, Primed Sure-Footed so I am able to stand my ground all the time against the non-democratic enemies. Sorry. Primed Continuity for more duration, Umbra Intensify because the number of incapacitated enemies by your fourth ability is increased by your power strength, Ogre Message for more ability duration so the enemies will stay put, and Repelling Bastille for even more CC all around. Once again, more augmented so we can CC more enemies, and more efficiency because while your shields are active you will gain more ability duration, so that means your enemies will stay CC'd for longer. Now, because this is more of a CC oriented build and a support-ish, I'd say, I went with Proteus Dispensary just so I can always get a lot of energy and health for myself and for my allies. Now for the Archon Shards, it's pretty straightforward. A Tauforge Ember Archon Shard for the increased casting speed, 2 Tauforge Red Archon Shards for even more ability strength so I can CC more enemies, and then I went with 2 Tauforged Blue Archon Shards just so I don't have to worry about energy when I'm spamming my Proton Strike. Like, that's it. Very easy, very straightforward. I guess you could also go with more ability duration instead of max energy. If you have maxed Arcane Energize, just go with like 4 red Archon Shards and a casting speed. Easy. Now for the loadout, just bring whatever you can for maximum democracy style points. For my Helldiver cosplay, I brought the Corinth Prime, the ultimate Helldiver boomstick. Then Ballistica Prime, just because it does resemble the crossbow from the Battle Pass. Plus it spawns ghost allies when you land those precision shots. Precision shots. Tactical, right? And Stropha, this thing can hit like a tank and it looks like it belongs in a Helldiver's arsenal. Very Helldiver of me, I know. They are not like the best builds, so I'm not going to go through them. It's just for the cosplay itself. Okay, sorry. Now, for the companion, I went with Nautilus Prime for even more sucking power because of this mod called Cordon. And for the companion's weapon, I just went with Hellstrom which is a very good priming weapon. It will apply heat, radiation and corrosive. Very wow, very democratic. I know, corrosive because it will strip the armor, radiation is really good against the murmur, and heat, once again, it strips a little bit of armor. Now for the focus school, I guess you can go with whatever you want, Madurai or just generic if you have some sort of energy issues like I am having sometimes with Vauban Prime. So DPS Vauban is pretty straightforward. In a mission, what you're gonna do is first use your overdrive mine for the increased weapon damage, then you're gonna suck in all the enemies, use pillage, and then eagle strike them like there's no tomorrow. That's it. And they are dead. Yoink. And use your very democratic weapons to finish them off. Like, that's it. You're just gonna proton strike them until they die. Now, for the other build that is CC oriented, you are just going to CC them. Like, that's it. You're gonna yoink, throw your ballistica, and maybe throw a turret for even more democratic points, and now just wait. Or just better kill them. If I can kill them. Yes, of course I can kill them. It's very democratic of me. Also use protest dispensary just so you get more energy and stuff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at. I have no idea what is going on, but it looks very nice. Hello. My eyes. But yeah. Look, if this is going on in a public match, guys, I am sorry. I am not responsible for any crashes of this game. It's just bug frame, okay? And now let's see how this very democratic Helldiver cosplay warframe can handle some enemies. Get the taste of democracy, bitch. Get the taste of LIBER-TEA.
Here we go! How about a nice cup of liberty?
If one orbital strike won't finish you off, then maybe two will actually finish you off. Nyahao!
Say hello to democracy! Truly as legendary as the name suggests.
Boom boom bakudan sweet democracy.
Get some! Get some! Get some! Get some! How'd you like the taste of freedom?
Orbital inbound, orbital inbound, orbital inbound. Boom shakalaka boom. Boom boom bakudan.
Have a taste of democracy.
With this build, you are not just a Tenno, you are a Helldiver in disguise. You bring freedom and destruction wherever you go. Bugs, gone. Cyborgs, wiped out. Grenier, liberated. So grab Vauban Prime, load up your arsenal, and remember the Helldiver's creed. Democracy is non-negotiable. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for even more democratic videos in the future. Who knows, maybe by the time the next video comes out, I will already be eligible for the forced monetization thingy from YouTube. I don't know, maybe. Also, thank you very much guys for the support. I didn't really think I would get this far. I love you. Also, once again, a very big shout out to all of you for all the gifts that you've sent me so far. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. All the floofs are just awesome. So thank you very much, guys. I love you. Also for the ribbons, I thank you so much, my boy. You are the best. You've literally set up me up for life. Thank you.